Welcome back everyone to another episode of Pineleaf Previews, where today we'll be reviewing Bulwer build number 4 for the Mordor expansion. And today we are going to be going over what is in this Mordor Ultimate Fan Bundle, the bonus items that you get if you pay the maximum amount on there. So let us click this thing open and see what we get. First of all, it looks like we get a title, which is Ultimate, though the description isn't quite ready, so we got an error for that. And the title Walked into Mordor. I believe the Ultimates were getting the Ultimate package, and the Walked into Mordor was for the deluxe version. So therefore, we got the Ultimate Fan deed completed in there. And the Mordor Collectors. So we have both of those added into the log there. And that adds a few other things, including the Mordor Collectors Edition armor and the Ultimate Fan Bundle armor. Now, the armor is not yet ready, unfortunately. They added it in here, but right now the items are here, but they're just placeholders. You can see that they have these meaningless icons in there. So therefore it isn't worth showing you, because all it is just empty stuff, such as much of the new armor that's still in Mordor. Hopefully the art department will get these into the game and add it on soon enough. And the Ultimate Fan armor, of course, is in the same condition, still not ready for showing onto the server. We hope that soon, because I expect there to be one more preview before the release. We also have some gifts from the High Elves. Apparently they have a little present for us, and let's see what that is. And this is an earring. Now this is the XP earring that you'll be getting. So you can see, as is pretty common with these things, they're really nice up to a level, but then when you get the full level they stop scaling. But until that time you get a bonus on them, it looks like. Actually, you just take this. I think it's Will and let's say we take this, the focused earring. Does it actually still give us a bonus? Oh! That's a little surprise. Alright, the XP does continue to go up. No, it says until the character reaches level 105. Okay, they obviously are planning on fixing that out. Okay, yes, it's supposed to end at level 105, but it's not. I'm sure they will fix that bug as soon as they discover it, because I'm sure they don't want to continuously give us an XP bonus, even though we're above level 105. But that's typical in this stuff, and of course, it becomes less effective. Let's see, 84 will, 84 vitality, tactical mastery, yeah. So right now it's not the most impressive one in there, but it does scale up as you use it for an XP item also. That's similar to the backpack item, the cloak item that you got in the Helm's Deep expansion. Very well, we have that. Then we have a relics bonus, which as far as I can tell are 3 random relics. An expedition setting of brutality, of will, and of power. So let's see what happens if we go and have those deconned, or I should say taken out of their things in here. Hello?
Hello there.
Oh, thank you. Alright, let's see. We want... Okay, yes, deconned. Now, brutality isn't all it. Will and then power. Well, the wheel one should be useful. Let's see how that fits onto my scale of items in here. Well, what did Expedition Gem and okay, the rune is for power. So I don't have a rune on here currently. That's something I should really amend at some point. Okay, it's called Tier 9, and then you have a Gorgoroth. So, therefore, yeah, something appropriate for Mordor. And the Will one, right, the Gorgoroth one is 195 Will and critical defense. While previously, what was this a, that's a Vitality one. Well, I'll have to think on that one later on exactly what I want to do on that particular score. But 3 relics in there. Good. And now you have 2 kites. The first one is the Hopeful Swan Kite. And the Hopeful Swan Kite is, as you can see, it flies a little bit on the low side. I don't know if that's intended or if they're planning on increasing the length of the string eventually, because that's a really low flying kite. The other one is the Noble Eagle Kite. Trying to read this while I got a kite up there. And here's the Noble Eagle one, also another one that is liking to fly low. It's a lot lower than the rest of the kites. And I did check earlier on another character, and yes, the traditional kites do fly at their regular height. So that we have that, and that leaves 2 Essence Reclamation Scrolls. Meh. And then finally, the Mysterious Door. Let's go and see what's on that door. Before we go inside and look where the door takes us to, this little basin here is something that you get when you finish the starter area as a High Elf. That was just added. They also just added a milestone, which thankfully High Elves finally get one when they start. But now let's go inside and have a look at the door that you get that helps you to do a little teleporting. This thing looks completely out of place in a hobbit house. That's what I gotta tell you. You have all this. Alright, it's a Bulwer house, so obviously it's not decorated and all, but when you have a hobbit house, a small little cozy hobbit house, it's probably cheerfully decorated. But now we've got this mysterious door here. And you don't actually open it, but when you click on it, you teleport away, and you're traveling to Mordor. Now, where does it take you? To the ruins of Dingarth in Dor Armarth. I've only used this thing twice, once on the character that placed it there, and once here. So you can see, I was put on by another one of my characters I took because I still have the decoration in my inventory because I placed the copy from my other character. So any of your characters can use the first one placed. And it's night, so you can't see it. But there is a Mountain Doom down in the distance looking dark and foreboding. So perhaps it's just as well that we're here at night. Oh yeah.
Gondor needs your aid.
I believe the Stable Masters were added during the previous update. I know I did at least see the one at Udun Foothold. So apparently there are 2 other Stable Masters in addition to Udun. And this one. So therefore that's 4 Stable Masters in all that you have. And that then is everything that is in this package. that I could find. So if you're curious on what the new cosmetics were like or what things were inside that goodie package, now you know. So then, we now have the next question, and that is there anything else that was added during this update that is of use? I had thought of another matter relating to the Mordor door that we just looked at, and that is, what's the minimum level in using it to port yourself over the Mordor? I therefore took a level 16 character and went inside. I went over, ported to that other location, but there was a party I heard that was going on here, so I took the stable master, since there are now stable masters in Mordor, and I'm now at the first location here at Udun Foothold. And you can see I successfully got a level 16 character here, and by some miracle, no mobs came and mauled me already. I've been standing here for over an hour without that trouble. Now, Dev did spawn in a copy of Amarthiel at one point, but fortunately, some of the other people here took her attention before she could go and pounce upon a poor level 16 hobbit. Now, the next thing we went to look at, of course, are the mounts. And here are the mounts. First, the Steed of the Alliance here. And this is a really nice looking mount. And it goes better with my outfit than I thought, because it highlights the gold highlights in my outfit. So I think it actually works. I would not have thought that a white and gold horse would work on this character, but I may actually go with it. The other mount that is coming with the pre-order, the one that comes with the Ultimate Pack, is this one. And this is the Steed of the Ash Plain or something like that. And this actually somehow works better than I would have thought. Because I would have thought that black and brown with this little white stuff in here would go, but actually it looks not too bad. Though maybe not anything I would like to take in too many places. But it actually looks like it was outfitted to survive the Plains of Gorgoroth. I would not take this into Eriador or anything like this, but I think that this is a horse that was bred so that it could probably go a little while longer without drinking and probably won't get affected by the ash or anything like that. And if it was bred for such a thing, it might be a sensible horse to take out into this area. So therefore, this is the Steed of the Ashen Plain, I believe is what it is called. Steed of the Ash Plains. Alright, close enough. And those are the new mounts. The first thing of note is that the background has been changed for the High Elf characters. In the regular Elven character, we have this, a background that still looks like Rivendell in the autumn, while we have here an area that looks very distinctly Noldoran, which of course will be very fitting for a High Elf. And they also made other little adjustments to the High Elf thing. The most important to me is that they finally added a milestone skill, because I was feeling the pain in not having that around. So therefore, yes, we got a new background. We have a couple extra quests that you do at the beginning, which helps to make the storyline tie in a little bit better. And we have a milestone skill, which is going to be important along play. We are also having a few changes on the avatar side. This was first added in the previous update, but they have been making tweaks here and there on the matter. So this is the current state that we see on the avatars. This is the new one. If I click this, you see the old one. And the old one looks very chunky. At first I was wondering if I could tell the difference, but now I could see, at least in my opinion, it's a lot better. Now, of course, the look you're trying to achieve with the previous one, you may have to go to a barber and make some adjustments on the matter. But I like the new version of it. I know some people will prefer the old one, but I think I will be sticking with the new one. Speaking of barbers, let's see what we have there. I showed the new barber set in one of the earlier builds. And the one update that I noticed is that they have added now a body type changer. So now, if you wanted to look at the body type, well, they're focusing on the face still, so therefore you won't be able to see what you change it to. Okay, you at least see what it does on the upper part of the body. But you won't be able to see the lower body. I think that's not good. You probably will have to go into the character creator, try sliding it around a little bit, and then get the level you like, and then come here to do it, and maybe compare to where on the slider it is and the upper part. But if you're concerning about the lower part, then yeah, that will be a little difficult to check out at this time, unless you want to keep on doing it several times. But it looks like that they don't have a charge for that yet, but that may change in time. So what happens if I did that? Okay, it is 46 silver pieces and 40 copper, so that's interesting. So it's 4 times as what they put here. Okay. Not sure how much it changed.
What can I do for you?
But what else have we got here? And I don't think they've really changed any of the other items all that much. And hairstyles, I don't think have... Let me see. There are 24 hairstyles now. Yeah. And facial hair. Yeah, I think a lot of the facial hair looks silly in my opinion, but that's probably just my opinion on the matter. Eyebrows. Because I think they've... Well, that's a bit too much. Alright. I think they're a little bit more subtle than they used to be. Let's see. Details. I've never been into scars on characters. I know it's something that is likely happened to an adventurer, but that's another matter. Extra details? Oh, more scars? Just in case one isn't enough? Alright. And I think the rest of it is all just pretty much normal. So that is the barbershop. The only thing, as I said, that I think really changed since the last build is that now we have this slider. And that is all I can think of from this particular update. Right now we are on July 15th. The release is currently scheduled for July 31st, which means that we will have 2 more weekends. I'm guessing there will be a build next weekend, which hopefully will have a number of things added here that currently are not there in the most recent version. I'm hoping to see more stuff on that, and maybe we can get some elf appearances because the elf avatars have not yet been updated. So the question is, are they going to make the Mordor expansion, or are they just going to be coming in next time? We will find that out next week in the next episode, perhaps, of Pineleaf Previews, the Lord of the Rings Online Mordor expansion.